Less than 20 minutes to the top of the hour, and right now we're talking about Clueless star and 8 Mile star Brittany Murphy's sudden death in 2009. At the age of 32, the actress's demise rocked Hollywood. Now a new HBO Max documentary aims to answer questions about her death. Joining us now is the director of that documentary, Cynthia Hill. Cynthia, good morning to you. Thanks for making time for us this morning. Why did you think it was important to address this particular Hollywood mystery? A lot of people still have questions even after all this time.
Sure. For me, what I thought was important was to not just focus on her death and the mystery around her death, but really try to understand who she was as a person and honor her in her career, because she was a very talented young woman whose life was cut short, and she deserves to be recognized for her life, not just her death.
I love that. That's beautifully said, and to be remembered, because she started her acting career at such a young age, and she had so many memorable roles, a varied career. She played all kinds of different characters, from Clueless to Grease. Let's start with Brittany's husband, though. There's a lot of questions about him and how he played a role in her life. Just 5 months after he died, or after she died, he actually passed away from pneumonia as well. You interviewed his mother and brother and former fiance in this documentary. And what did you take from those interviews about her life?
He was someone who came into her world when she was kind of in a downward place in her career. And I think that she was very vulnerable, and having someone like him come in who was charming, who would say things like he was going to help her with her career and her life, and he claimed to be a billionaire and all these things, which all of it was untrue. So I think it was just an unfortunate collision of events with her and her career on this downward spiral and this man entering her world.
Do you think that there's one thing you would want people to take away that we didn't know about Brittany Murphy that we will know from your documentary?
I think just what we started out with is just remembering Brittany, remembering her as a person, her personality, her bubbly, her friendliness, her genuine caring for other people, and her talent.
I think that's something that we'd all want to be remembered for. Thank you so much, Cynthia Hill. Again, pleased to have you with us this morning. And when does the documentary, or where can people find the documentary? We should tell them that really fast.
It starts streaming on HBO Max on Thursday, October 14th.
Thursday, October 14th. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
Well, turning a passion into a business, we're speaking with one pilot who decided to fly pets to a safe home. More to come.